Welcome back to my over-the-road trucking adventure. Today will be the first full day of driving after picking up this load of animal feed in Denver. We didn't get very far after getting loaded yesterday, so we're just north of Denver. We're going to be following the same route to Wyoming that we took just a week or so ago, and once again it's going to be windy. So be sure to stick around to see all of that, as well as a preview of the next day's drive across Utah. If you'd like to support this channel, I have an account at Buy Me a Coffee. There's a link in the description. Question of the day. Have you ever driven in windy conditions that were so bad that you just decided to park your car? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Good morning from wherever the heck it is we are in Colorado. I guess I could have looked that up. We're right next to a town called Meade. It's actually up the road a little bit, so we're not really there. We're about ready to go. I can get out of here. I need that. Yeah, it was pretty cold last night. Had some trouble last night. The bunk heater stopped working last night. So Kitty and I kind of froze our patooties off until I got up and fired up the engine because it was cold. It was like around 20. And it gets cold in here. It's not like it's real well insulated. It's somewhat insulated, but not all that good. Anyway, yeah, I gotta get I was already planning on getting it looked at because it does have a little error message on it for a while. Service required, basically. But lately it's just been kicking off. Normally it will run for 10 hours and then it'll shut off automatically. But lately it's been kicking off at weird times, so I need to get it looked at. But I'm not somewhere to get it looked at right now. Instead, I am on the go. And we're going to get on the go in a few minutes. I say I got to return a phone call, so I need to do that before I get rolling. So I'll get back with you in a couple minutes. Okay, we are ready to roll out. I had to make actually 3 phone calls. I forgot I needed to call into Green Bay and get some detention for that exceptionally long live load yesterday. So I got that squared away and had to call my daughter back, let her know when I'm going to be in her neck of the woods at the end of this week. So I got that out of the way. Now we're just going to roll out of here. Oh, looks like we're going to have a tough time turning left. Yep, lots of traffic here. Oh, look, slow tailing Charlie. about trying to park over here, knowing they had a Starbucks next door. Oh. But I didn't. I went over to the other place first. I decided to use that as my backup plan. So we are on our way. At least it's a nice day. It doesn't seem to be too windy either. And it's warmed up since last night. It's mid-30s. So it seems like a nice enough day. Up there on the horizon, that's Loveland, I believe. Anyway, once we get past Loveland, then we've got another 18 miles to go to our exit to take us through Fort Collins. Made this same run last week too. Except last week we ran to, where did we go? Portland. Yeah, now we're going to Portland and then we're headed north about 30 miles up to Ridgefield, Washington. So it's still the Portland area. But again, it's the same run. Loveland, Colorado. Stopped and got coffee at Petro on the way here. Boy, did I need that. Exit to Fort Collins and U.S. Highway 287 shortcut.
as soon as we were almost ready to cross over from Colorado into Wyoming, the wind picked up, and it's only gotten worse. And now that I think about it, we did this last time we came through here, last week. As soon as we crossed into Wyoming, boom, here comes the wind. Crazy. I mean, I'm struggling right now. And this is not a light load. It's a nice view, though. Fighting this wind. It's not as bad right this particular moment, but man, oh man, there was a couple of times back there and I thought we were going to get blown right over. Crazy. We're just coming into the southeast part of Laramie, and we've got this port of entry up here we've got to go through every time we come this way. And have to stop pretty much every time. I don't know. I think the only time I've ever not had to stop was when it's closed. But it's just a quick roll slowly over the scale, and there's usually not a backup, so. Those flags are still flapping in the wind. Yeah, we don't get to see the weight here. But I can see the green light in my mirror, so we're good to go. I don't think I've ever had to, maybe once I did have to park and bring in my papers. And what that means is, bring your book, your permit book in, and your bills of lading, and what else? All your driver's license, wow, physical, proof of physical, you know, all the documentation required by drivers. Anyway, we are in about 3/4 of a mile. We're going to get on I-80. West. We're not going to go very far because I'm going to stop at the Petro. I didn't stop at I stopped at the one earlier, but to get coffee. I didn't get fuel. I thought I would get farther than this. But I need fuel. Now there is a pilot up here, but I want to go to the Petro. A, I want another shower credit. As a backup, and B, they've got a deli in the Fuel Island station, whatever the where you go in and get your fuel receipt and whatnot. And I think this one has a deli. Well, we'll see. But I'm not going to have another chance, realistically, to stop until we get to, what is that? Rollins. That's like 100 miles. With wind all day. I-80 is closed to trucks with light loads. This is not going to be fun. Gusts up to 60 miles an hour. Not okay. Do it. If I was carrying a load, less than 20,000 pounds or less than 10,000 pounds, I'd probably have to shut down. Like some of those guys over there. Well, maybe they're not shut down for that, but whatever. Hey, we got a new Love's going in. Awesome. Our petrol. I like this petrol. There's another one just like it that I like also in York, Nebraska. Also an 80. I don't normally fill up when I go to a TA or Petro. Usually I'm just putting in enough, like 60 gallons, so I can get a shower credit. But I'm gonna fill up both fuel and DEF because I don't want to have to stop again until we get. Well, what I was saying before GoPro so rudely cut me off was that I don't want to have to stop for fuel again until we get to Ontario, Oregon. And that is farther than what I can cover on the fuel I would get if I only put 60 gallons in. So we'll top it off. Alright, we're all fueled up and ready to go. I did get inside and they had pork chops. And they were actually kind of big. So I got a pair of them. I ate one and put the other one in the refrigerator to have for dinner tonight. What are you doing? pork chop in the morning. Or, I'm sorry, this evening. Wow. Awesome gloves. And I don't frequent Loves much. I mean, I do go to them. I don't buy fuel there much. I think I bought fuel at Loves less than a half a dozen times in the last 4 years. Just because. But they're nice. I like them. They're clean. They're well maintained. They don't have much parking. Whereas, you know, a Petro or TA or Petro will have, you know, 200 to 300 parking spots. Petro typically has the most. And Pilot's Line J will have anywhere from typically 100 to 200 parking spots, and of those two, Flying J has more. Loves, you know, 50 to 90. There are a few that have 100 or more, but they're small. But they're nice. Anyway, so however many parking spots that place has increases the capacity of that interchange, that exit. And that's a good thing. We're coming up with another one of those reader boards. Let's see if anything has changed. I can feel the wind, but it's not that bad right here. Where it will be bad is up at Elk Mountain, which will hit in about 30 miles, maybe. So, the sign says close to all light, high-profile vehicles, wind gusts 60 plus miles per hour. Not fun.
we're done for the day. I did not go as far as I had originally intended, but this made more sense. We're at the TA near Fort Bridger, Wyoming. We still covered 387 miles today. This is a good place to stop, because to go any farther would be another 100 and I don't know, at least 100 miles. And by the time we got there, it'd be late, there'd be no parking. I just don't need that hassle. And we got time on this load. Tomorrow I can do, well, right now, the way I've got it set up, 457 miles. That'll put us at Ontario, Oregon. That's where I want to get fuel next. And then that's a good stopping off point. Altogether, we've got, over the course of 2 days, 843 miles. So if we cover 457, let's call it 460. I don't know, 300 and something. Well, see, that's exit 376, and then whatever it is, so about 365, plus whatever it takes to run up to Ridgefield in Washington, which is not that far. So it'll be less than 400 miles tomorrow, and then probably head back down to Portland to spend the night. Maybe, we'll see. So that's what the plan is. That's where we're at. That's just how we're gonna roll. Except tonight, we're not gonna roll tonight. What I'm gonna do is gather up some of my laundry that needed to get done 2 nights ago, and go inside and do some laundry. And oh man, the GoPro just shut off. The battery just died. I was waiting for that. Haven't booked a next load yet. Been having trouble finding one that works, that makes sense, money-wise, or getting me to where I need to go. I'm trying to get home next week. So today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, the next day's Friday, right? So I'm trying to get home as early as next week as I can. My roommate and I, we have some friends from out of town visiting, and there's some plans on Tuesday I'd like to make it for. Probably won't, but I'd like to. So I'm shooting for that. Got to get the truck in the shop. Got to get the bunk heater looked at. It's on right now, but I anticipate it'll kick off at some point. Like just now. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I think it just kicked off. Let me take a peek. Ow. No, it's still on. Man, every time I get a static shock in here, this light kicks on up there. I have no idea what's up with that. No idea. I think I'm going to do some dishes too. I'm going to take some leftovers in and cook it while I'm doing laundry. So, what else? Boy, the wind today. The wind today was horrible. Huh. Just horrible. What do we got here? Yeah, just want to make sure that I can't hardly see the camera, so the display. Just before we hit Wyoming, and then about halfway across Wyoming, just windy as hell. When the sun started going down, the wind started being not quite so bad, especially after we got past Elk Mountain, Rollins. Because that's Elk Mountain, a lot of that wind comes down off of there. So that's where it was bad. After that, it was pretty clear sailing. I made pretty good time today. Yeah. I guess I don't have anything else. All I did was drive, listen to podcasts. So, that's about it. I got some footage, but yeah. If you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please share these with your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for riding along with us today, and we'll do it again tomorrow.